Performing the Beethoven Sonata 8 Pathetique second movement, that was solo pianist Seong-jin Cho. Joining me over at the table right now. I almost have to compose myself a little bit. I'm emotionally affected by the whole thing. Seong-jin, you're in Canada to perform with the Toronto Symphony Orchestra tonight and Saturday. It's a special concert to celebrate Beethoven's 250th birthday. That, of course, piece was very powerful to listen to. Can you tell me what it's like, what it feels like for you to play that music?
I can say like Beethoven is one of my favorite composers, and like his music always brings me some new like ideas or thinking. Like he gives me time to think new things. His music was always progressive, and he was brave to bring some new ideas. Like his Beethoven Fourth Concerto, which I played last night with the Toronto Symphony Orchestra. There were so much surprise in the music, like unexpected harmonies, and structure-wise, it's always progressive and special.
When you talk about unexpected harmonies and how progressive it is, most people, like myself, I don't know how to play the piano, so I enjoy watching you. Maybe you can tell me why Beethoven is so challenging.
For me, it's challenging. Maybe not for other pianists, but his music is like a big mountain which we have to climb up. Like I've been playing Beethoven's music since when I was, I can say, 14 years old.
14.
Yeah, or 13. And like at that time, I thought my performance was fine, but now my interpretation has changed since then. And it's Beethoven was so extreme. His music was so extreme. When he liked to express some dolce, he's really become a very mellow person. And when he wants to express the fortissimo or dramatic atmosphere, he becomes like a beast. He was a really extreme person, I guess.
From mellow to the beast, that is Beethoven. The TSO is celebrating the 250th birthday of Beethoven. So why do you think Beethoven's music matters today?
Beethoven's music is like great heritage for me. He wrote so many great pieces for piano and also for orchestra, and also there are so many great chamber music piece. And it doesn't matter, the time doesn't matter, I think. At that time, like Beethoven's time, maybe his music was not considered as a like masterpiece, but these days we think his music is like heritage or masterpiece, and I think his music will be played, I think, forever.
Timeless.
Yeah, timeless.
Absolute classic. You mentioned, though, that when you started playing Beethoven, you were about 13, 14 years old, but you started playing piano when you were just 6 years old. And some people may think that, at 6 years old, you're being pushed to practice, to learn. But your love of playing the piano came from inside? Well,
I started as a hobby. I started playing the piano as a hobby. I was not serious. Honestly saying, I didn't practice so much. And my parents were not musicians, so they never pushed me to practice. And like from the beginning, I really love classical music. I loved playing the piano and loved listening to music. So I wanted to become a pianist. Actually, I didn't know what it is, but I just wanted to have a professional job as a musician. And I think I started to practice since when I was 10 years old. I became a little bit more serious.
Yeah. 10.
Yeah.
Most kids are just playing video games. And you are going to be participating in this 250th birthday of Beethoven. But it was Chopin that really sent your career flying. You won the Chopin International Competition in Warsaw just 5 years ago. People who don't know, this competition's a big deal. So how did winning that competition change your life?
I can say Chopin competition is one of the most biggest and the most important competition in the world. And after I won the competition, I can say my life as a pianist has changed a lot, because before I won the Chopin competition, I didn't have any like managers in Europe, or I didn't have a recording contract. But after I won, I got everything, and I started to travel a lot, which was my dream since when I was a child. So yeah, it gave me a lot of opportunities to build up my career.
Okay, well, congratulations. Thank you very much for being here and playing for us today. It was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
I've been speaking with our Thursday headliner, Seong-jin Cho. He's in Canada to perform with the TSO, celebrating Beethoven's 250th birthday.
For more CBC podcasts, go to cbc.ca/podcasts.